John Jones and Glover. I feel like the wrestling edge is going with Jones, but Glover's got that knockout punch. If Jones is really smart, he can find a way to decision this fight out. But I think if it's a finish on the feet, I'm going to give an edge to Glover. Now, I think most likely Jones is going to win, but that puncher's chance is there.
Glover and Jones, I'm going to give it to John Jones. Glover's had some close fights with guys that aren't even near the skill level of John Jones. And to me, John Jones, one of the best guys pound for pound. He goes out there and does stuff that other people aren't even capable of. So I think he's really one of those rare talents in the sport right now. It's going to take someone, really rare or something crazy to happen to beat him. And I don't think Glover's the guy. I think John Jones retains the title.
Glover and Jones, man. I like Glover a lot. A lot of power. He's very relaxed when he fights. But Jones, I think Jones is pound for pound one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I think Glover. I watch this guy training. He's working so hard. I never watch. John is working, but man, I saw Glover and this guy coming to test himself, and he got many skills. He's really tough guy, heavy hands, good ground game, good wrestling skills, and I think he have a lot of chance to win this fight.
I'm gonna go with Glover. I think he's gonna pull off the upset. I see a knockout in the second or the third.
Glover, he's a hitter, man. He's got some power. He's phenomenal on the ground. It's hard to match a guy like Jones. His athleticism, his reach. He's got a fantastic reach, and he keeps growing too as a fighter. But I think Glover's gonna surprise a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are giving him Glover a big chance in this fight. But I think if this fight goes to the ground, Glover could easily win.
John Jones. I think Glover's a little too one-dimensional, if you will. Glover, has got great boxing, and he's proved that in the past. And his wrestling and jiu-jitsu really hasn't shown through as much because he's been so dominant with his hands. He's going to have his hands full with John. The length, the style, the ability, and the athleticism of Jones is going to prevail, and I expect a finish from John on this fight. He'll finish him.
Glover and Jones. I got to go with Jones on this one. Glover's tough dude. He's good, but I honestly think just the range and Jones. Jones is getting really comfortable finding his range. I think he's just going to keep him at the end. I don't think Glover's going to be able to get on the inside.
Jones is too fast for Glover, and again, he's a wrestler. So I think Jones is going to win that one.
My boy Glover, he's down there at American Top Team now training. I love you, John Jones. You're a really cool guy and everything, but you always got to go with your teammate. I think if you don't go with your teammate, you're kind of an asshole. So you got to be ready for John Jones and just be ready for unpredictable stuff. And, of course, that range that everybody loves to talk about, which is so true, man. You got to find a way to work inside that, which, we got the best coaches in the world down there, so he'll be ready.
I got to go with John. It's too much talent there. Glover is good, but John is just, he's a beast. So I got to go with John.
John Jones and Glover. I think that was a smart fight. And I probably shouldn't say this, but I have a tendency of not having a filter. I think John Jones picked Glover to put off Gustafsson a little bit longer, but I think Glover's too slow. John Jones is going to pretty much just run through him, and then I think his purposely picking that fight was to put Gustafsson in the distance, but John Jones, he's one of the best in the world, great athlete, so it's not really hard to pick the winner, Glover and Jones.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.